What's up YouTube? It's your old school expert, and today I've got a really cool quarantine pack opening for you guys. I know a lot of you guys are staying at home, staying safe, at least I hope so. So what my buddy Ruxin34 and I have decided to do is one of each unlimited original series packs to open up. The only first edition is actually Pharaoh Guardian because I couldn't find an unlimited one for the same price as a first edition, so I figured I would just buy the first edition. And Ruxin34, if you guys don't subscribe to him, you definitely need to check him out. I will put a link in the description. He's got some incredible videos and openings, so you're missing out if you don't check out his videos. So let's take this trip down nostalgia lane. They are unlimited, but they are all original packs, no reprinted packs, so that's still really nice. So let's go ahead and go in reverse chronological order and start with Ancient Sanctuary. This set is, let's see, it came out I think in June of 2004, so pretty old set. And I'd say my top three favorite would be like Blowback, Dragon, Enemy Controller, and probably Amplifier. So if we could pull one of those, that'd be sweet. I'll do that for each pack. I'll tell you what my top three favorite cards are in each pack. All right, so we've got a Solar Ray, the Law of the Normal, Opti-Camouflage Armor. That's kind of a good card to pull. For some reason, it's definitely a short print. For some reason, these are kind of expensive for a common. Metal Armored Bug, and a Ghost Knight of Jackal Ultra Rare. Whoa, out of the first pack. I wasn't even, so I mean, there's a good chance a lot of these are scaled, and I was not really expecting that. So very cool. Very, very cool. Regenerating Mummy, Weapon Change, Protector of the Sanctuary. So I'm gonna go ahead and sleeve up the Ghost Knight because that's pretty sweet. Awesome pull. And ultra rare. Wow. Next we've got Invasion of Chaos. It's got a little Y13 on it. I guess the seller probably put that on there whenever, I don't know. I bought this from somebody who probably had it sitting in their inventory for years. So, I forgot to say, I think Invasion of Chaos came out in March 2004, and my top three cards are pretty obvious: Blackluster Soldier, Dark Magician of Chaos, and Chaos Emperor Dragon. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, especially in this set. So we got a Soul Tiger. Ooh, a Manju of the 10,000 Hands. That's a really good common to pull. Awesome. I'm gonna set that aside. Primal Seed. Grand Maju Daeza, and a Trap Jammer. We got 2 foils already. That is insane. Wow, very cool. I mean, it's a Trap Jammer, but that's awesome. Skullmark Ladybug, Recycle, a Hero Emerges, and Death Kangaroo. All right, let's sleeve that up. So I'm also gonna have another description, a link in the description to an Instagram account for a buddy of mine who I bought some of these packs off of. He's got a lot of unscaled, unlimited edition packs. I think he's got Magic Ruler. I think he might actually have Pharaoh Servant. He's got Magician's Force, and I think Dark Crisis as well. Possibly Pharaoh Servant. I can't remember exactly which ones I got from him, but I got about 4 of them from him. None of the 2 that I've opened yet, but I'll have his link to his Instagram in the description in case you want to buy some unscaled packs off of him. So next pack is going to be Dark Crisis. This is December 2003 is when this came out. I remember opening this for Christmas one year, so it's easy to remember that it was December. My top 3 are definitely Reflect Bounder, Dark Flare Knight. It's such a cool card. And probably Final Countdown. I know that's a common, but Final Countdown is such a unique card. I love that card. I think it's really cool. It's really the only card of its kind where the game ends after a certain amount of turns. I can't think of another card that does that. So it's a very, very cool card. And what's nice about Final Countdown is you don't have to put it on the field. You just have to activate it. So we got Dark Scorpion, Gorg the Strong, Fairy of the Spring, DD Trainer, Agido, and a Mephist the Internal General for the rare. So that's our first rare. Bride of Science. Oh, there we go. Final Countdown. That's nice. It's just such a cool card. The artwork is pretty cool. You got that creepy face in the clouds. But yeah, the effect of this card is just so cool. This one actually has a little bit of damage. You can see it right there. Yeah, a little bit of damage. Just a little line. Could have happened in the factory. Could have happened in the pack. So we'll set that aside. Arsenal Summer Battle Footballer. Remember that card. So we'll set those, and then let's see. I would also like to set aside some of the cool commons that we pull, commons that I like or that are kind of rare or worth some money, and rares and hollows. All right, next pack. We got Magician's Force. This is a very, very hard pack to come by. Even in Unlimited, they're not too cheap because they didn't reprint this very much. So Magician's Force was released in October of 2003. And my favorite cards out of here are Breaker the Magical Warrior, Luster Dragon, and Dark Paladin. I think those are my top three. It's really hard to pick a top three of every set because some sets have so many cool cards. All right, so we got a Thunder of Ruler. That was useful for a while. A lot of decks that involve a strategy where you have to stall. It's pretty good. Magical Marionette. Emblem of Dragon Destroyer. That's a really sweet common. I'm going to set that aside. Pixie Knight. And a Dark Blade is the rare. Disarmament. Old Vindictive Magician. This was used a little bit in Chaos decks when people needed different dark monsters, because it's like a Man-Eater bug, but it's dark, so it's kind of useful. Mass Driver. That's still banned, I believe. And then Huge Revolution. Moving on, we got Pharaoh Guardian, kind of one of the forgotten packs of the original days. This one is first edition, so I guess if we're going to pull a holo, it'd be nice to pull one out of here. Pharaoh Guardian was released back in July of 2003. I remember that was a very hot summer in Southern California, so for some reason, I see Pharaoh Guardian, I think of like a really hot summer. And I would say my favorite cards out here are Hellpalmer, Don Zalug, and Fushio Ricci. I think I'm saying that right. That card, I've never known really, truly how to pronounce that. But the artwork on that card is so cool. It was never really useful. Like, it wasn't a great card to duel with, Fushio Ricci and Great Desert. But I think the artwork on Fushio is just insanely cool. So we've got Rite of Spirit. Terraforming, that's a nice card. Metamorphosis, that's a great card. That's a good pull for like GOAT format and stuff. We'll set that aside. Servant of Catabolism, and then a King Tiger Wangu is the rare. Time Eater, Needle Wall. A Cat of Ill Omen, that's a really nice short print to pull. These are pretty hard to pull and still fairly valuable. It's an okay card. When it flips, you can select a trap from your deck and put it on top of your deck. It'd be much better if you could put it in your hand. Excuse me, in your hand. But we'll put that there. And then Reasoning, that's another good. So that pack had a ton of good commons in it. That was really nice. All right, next we got Legacy of Darkness, continuing our path down the slide of time here. So we've got Legacy of Darkness from June 2003. And this, I would say my favorite cards are Injection Fairy Lily, Fiber Jar, and Exiled Force. Yeah, I would say those are my top three. Exiled Force, I know that's a bit of a random one, but I just have so many good memories of, summoning Exiled Force and popping whatever face down monster they've got, and then go ahead and attack direct with something nice, like something big like a Gemini Elf. So we got a Spiritual Energy Satellite, or Settle Machine, sorry. I think that might prevent spirits from going to your hand. I don't know. Spirit Ryu. This set actually introduced the spirit monsters, so I guess that's the claim to fame for this set. Super Robo Lady, Troop Dragon, and a Lesser Fiend is the rare. So no foil out of there. Warrior Digriffer, the dragon dwelling in the cave, Spirit's Invitation, and a Twin-Headed Wolf. That's pretty cool. All right, so we've dried up on the foils a little bit, but that's okay, because we have Labyrinth of Nightmare up next. Labyrinth of Nightmare was released in March of 2003, and I remember there being a really long time between Pharaoh Servant being released and Labyrinth of Nightmare. So when this came out, there's a lot of excitement for this set. It is my third favorite set of all time, and Gemini Elf, Fire Princess, and Magic Cylinder are my favorite cards out of here. Although there are a lot of close cards that could make my top 3. The Masked Beast is really cool. Any of the mask stuff is pretty sweet out of here. Kaiku the Ghost Destroyer, I love that card. So we got a Garuda the Wind Spirit. The Gross Ghost of Fled Dreams. The Emperor's Holiday. Lady Assailant of Flames. And, ooh, a Dark Spirit of the Silent. Nice. That's cool. So most Dark Spirit of the Silence, besides the reprinted ones, have the black letters, even though they're supposed to have white letters. Most traps have white letters, but Dark Spirit of the Silent has black letters. For some reason, they screwed it up. There are some reprints that have the white letters. Those are much more rare. I don't know about value, but they are more rare. Dancing Fairy, Worm Drake, Amazon Archer, and Blind Destruction. Awesome. Very cool. That's a great pull. Pretty sweet card. I love the artwork on that. It's very creepy. Pretty cool card. All right, so we got 3 foils. We did really well. We don't have to get any more foils, and we still did well out of just 11 packs. And it's because they're random onesie packs. So I know some of them are unscaled because I got them from someone who I trust, but some of the other ones I just bought on eBay, and there's no telling. So next we got Pharaoh Servant, not Pharaonic Guardian. Pharaoh Servant. Pharaoh Servant came out in October of 2002, and it introduced some of the game's craziest cards like Jinzo and Call of the Haunted and Premature Burial and on and on and on. So a lot of great cards, some really good trap cards. And I would say my favorite are Jinzo, Call of the Haunted, and the Fiend Mega Cyber, just from memories. So Attack and Receive is the first card. Then we've got a World Suppression, Burning Land, that's a pretty cool card. Darkfire Soldier number 2, and the Shallow Grave. That's really not that bad of a card. Pretty decent card. So, Darkfire Soldier number 1, 4-star Ladybug of Doom, Metal Detector, and Flying Kamakiri number 2. Island Turtle is really hard to pull, just as a tidbit. I think I've only pulled 1 Island Turtle out of all the first edition Pharaoh Servant packs that I've ever opened. I've pulled maybe 2, but as far as I know, I've only pulled 1 Island Turtle. It's extremely hard to pull. It's like super short printed. So next we got Magic Ruler, getting into the first 3, all the way back to September of 2002. I remember this set was just insane when it came out. There was so much hype around it, and just the game of Yu-Gi-Oh was really taking off. So this pack feels like it's been like vacuum sealed or something. So hopefully it hasn't been tampered with. I mean, it's an unlimited Magic Ruler pack. I don't think anybody would tamper with that. So I would say my favorite cards out of here, probably Relinquished, Painful Choice, and Spellbinding Circle. Love those cards. So let's pull that Relinquished, huh? Penguin Knight, Eat Gaboon, pretty awful card. Queen Bird, Whiptail Crow, and it's not a Relinquished, it is a Horn of the Unicorn. This card was kind of like a love-hate. It was kind of cool because it would go back to the top of your deck if you wanted to draw it again and use it again when it went to the graveyard. But at the same time, that means you're constantly drawing this and you're not drawing new cards. So after using it a couple of times, I realized I actually hated this card. So never really used it in any competitive dueling. A Jigen Bakudan, I think that was featured in the anime. Flash Assailant, Turtle Oath, and Twin Long Rods number 2. I wonder what number 1 looks like if number 2 is this ugly. It's pretty creepy. All right, Metal Raiders. Metal Raiders, Metal Raiders. So many fond memories of Metal Raiders. This came out in June 2002. When it first was released, I really wasn't ready to move on from LOB. There was still first edition LOB out there, and I just loved first edition LOB. So even when this was released, I was still buying LOB until basically all the stock dried up and you couldn't find it anymore. Then I finally started collecting Metal Raiders, and then fell in love with it, of course. I was like, oh, Metal Raiders is awesome. So my favorite cards are definitely Summon Skull. That's easily my favorite card out of here. But also Solemn Judgment. I love the artwork, and it's a really powerful card. And then Harpy Lady Sisters is one of the most nostalgic cards out of here for me. So let's pull that Summon Skull. That would be amazing. All right, Metal Raiders original pack. We've got Lady of Faith, Steel Scorpion. That's a nice short print. So all this stuff Oh, actually, no. I don't think Steel Scorpion is a short print. All the stuff that attacks directly is short printed, but this actually is when a machine type monster attacks and destroys this, I think it dies, yeah, after the second turn. It's really weird, but yeah. Blue Winged Crown. Lava Battle Guard, and we've got, I bet it's a Dark Elf. Oh, Starboy. Okay, so there is a Starboy from original MRD. Ancient Elf, Niwatori, German Fection, I remember that card, and Dragon Piper. All right, so all we've got left is Legend of Blue Eyes, Unlimited Edition. It'd be amazing to pull something, even just a super rare. It's still got some gunk. There was a sticker on it, a price tag sticker that was pretty, it was like $35, and I definitely didn't pay that much for this. I mean, you can get a blister pack of this for almost that price, and I bought this just as a loose pack. But LOB was released, in March 2002, so first set ever released in the TCG. And it's kind of, I'm a simple man. Blue Eyes, Red Eyes, and Dark Magician are my top three. In order, it's actually Red Eyes, Blue Eyes, Dark Magician. So let's bust this open and pull a Red Eyes. That would be pretty sweet, honestly. That'd be amazing. So even unlimited LOB can be pretty valuable, especially the original stuff. So we got a Furious Seeking, a One-Eyed Shield Dragon. Let's put that there. Umi. That's a really cool card. I love Umi. I just love the artwork. I'm a big fan of the ocean, so grew up in San Diego. Hinotama Soul, and it's a monster. Ooh, we got a right arm of the Forbidden One. Dude, look at that. Wow. That is too cool. Original print, LOB, ultra rare. That's nuts. Wow, out of one pack. We did really good with these pulls. I'm very excited about these. Mystical Sheep #2, Tripwire Beast, Skull Redbird, and Mizaruzame. Can never really pronounce that. So, man, that is super, super cool. Look at that. Such a beautiful card. Let's, I know it's not first edition, but it is an original print. It's not like the reprints that have that kind of, they have like a more, you can really tell with the lettering, it's a little more yellow rather than gold. But yeah, that's a gorgeous card. All right, so let's go through the pulls real quick. So we got 4 hollows. We'll go through those in a second. We got some rares here. Starboy, Horn of the Unicorn, the Shallow Grave, Lesser Fiend, King Tiger Wangu, that's the first said one. Darkblade and Mephist, the Internal General. Some really nice commons, actually, are Cataville Omen, Metamorphosis, that Ancient Sanctuary, Chronic Guardian pack had some great stuff. Emblem of Dragon Destroyer, really cool card for Buster Blader. Manju of the 10,000 Hands, Optic Camouflage Armor, and Final Countdown. So some really nice commons that we pulled. And then the foils were equally awesome. So we got a Dark Spirit of the Silent, very cool. Love the artwork. And then, of course, it's got the black lettering. Trap Jammer, not really a card anyone ever used because I think it has to be your battle phase to use this. They have to, when your opponent activates a trap card during the battle phase, negate the activation of the trap card and destroy it. So it's very conditional. You can't really use it other than in the battle phase. So it's not the best card. A Ghost Knight of Jackal, that's a really cool card. It's got some sweet artwork and nice colors. And then an ultra rare out of LOB, we got the right arm of the Forbidden One, just gorgeous. So that wraps it up, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope this was a nice little trip down nostalgia lane, especially for anybody in quarantine or lockdown or anything, just trying to fill your time. I'll try to do a few more videos for you guys. But as always, thank you so much for watching. Check the links in the description. Check out Ruxin's channel. Subscribe if you like his stuff. His content is fantastic. He's really, really good. And also, if you're looking to buy some unscaled unlimited packs, check out my friend Omar. His link will be in the description as well for his Instagram account where you can buy things off of him. And thanks for watching. And as always, stay tuned for more awesome Yu-Gi-Oh videos.